August 1914 is a novel published in 1971 and written by the Russian author Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Solzhenitsyn had just won the Nobel Prize for Literature and he'd been a thorn in the side of the Soviet authorities for nearly 30 years, to the point where 3 years after the publication of August 1914, they stripped him of his Russian citizenship and expelled him from the country. He returned in 1990, shortly before the Soviet Union collapsed, and lived there till his death in 2008. But he wasn't any less critical of the new system. His political views are complex. He certainly wasn't a fan of the West, and in many ways he seems to have been a mystical Russian nationalist of the unpleasant variety. Critics are still divided as to whether some of his work was anti-Semitic. August 1914 is about the defeat of the Russian army at the Battle of Tannenberg in Germany at the beginning of the First World War. It follows a general staff officer called Colonel Vorotintsev, who's been sent by the supreme commander of the Russian army to find out what's going on the ground, so to speak, and report back. The Battle of Tannenberg lasts 4 days. Vorotintsev hares about between the different Russian positions, but everywhere he goes he discovers incompetence, corruption and amateurism. Most of the senior commanders are products of Moscow cronyism. They have no idea how to conduct a battle. The Germans are running rings round them. And that's it. That's the book. It's roughly 600 pages long, and I must admit, when I was reading it, which was several years ago now, I thought, why am I bothering? To say I'd never previously felt the least curiosity about the Battle of Tannenberg would be overstating it. I managed to finish it. It's long, but it's not a difficult read, thank goodness. But I certainly wouldn't recommend it to the general reader. So why mention it? Well, when the Russians invaded Ukraine on the 24th of February 2022, I was like most people. I expected the invasion to proceed swiftly and successfully. Instead, it didn't. Whenever the reasons is discussed on the BBC or Channel 4, it feels to me like a modern-day rerun of August 1914. Overconfidence on the invaders' part, Moscow cronyism, corruption, amateurism. In some ways, I'm now glad I read Solzhenitsyn's novel. I only wish I could say the same for Vladimir Putin.